going to admit it up front. Our tech guys, they've been skeptical about the future of smartwatches, but then this happened. The first products have hit the market, and Samsung has really hit us with this pretty clever TV campaign, making the idea seem cool. I thought it was pretty cool. Also, Sony has a watch in the works. Google and even Apple, they seem to be finally ready to release something next year. So will these new watches catch on? Stephen Bird is back from Best Buy's Geek Squad, and Lewis Lee from L2 Images. Guys, you've actually tried out some of these watches. You can talk about them, right? Lewis, let's start with you because you're wearing one.
Yeah, I'm wearing the Pebble, which was actually Kickstarter funded, and you know, it's nice. It's got the electric ink display, which means that you can see it in broad daylight. It's always on. You never have to punch a button just to see the time, and it's got, you know, different changeable faces where you can view the time different ways.
You said that the face is kind of like the old school Kindle, right?
Yes, it's like the old Kindle. It's electric paper. It has a backlight that you can use if you're in a dark room, but other than that, it's actually a pretty elegant little piece of tech. It doesn't feel bad. It's lightweight. It's got some functionality. You can pair it to your phone, and you can have your phone send to the watch your emails, text messages, and caller ID on incoming calls. So
everything you need to know. And Stephen, you're selling them right now at Best Buy, right?
We are.
Tell me a little bit about how the reception has been. I mean, are they flying off the shelves or?
We have them in stock. I know whenever Kickstarter first released them, there were a bunch of people that pre-ordered them, and we have sold a lot of them. So they're definitely out there. That one, and along with the Samsung Gear smartwatch as well. So there's some pros and cons to both of those. I do like.
You've been wearing the Pebble too, right?
I've had the Pebble. I tried it for a couple days there. Today I actually took it off because Bluetooth on my phone drained my battery because I used it a lot today. But I do like the Pebble because you're able to use it outside with the e-ink screen, and the battery on it does last about 5 to 7 days. So that's a good practical watch instead of having to take it off and charge it at night.
Yeah.
The Samsung watch does have a color screen.
Okay.
So it does use a little bit more battery, and also has a camera built into the band.
So you were actually saying that makes it kind of uncomfortable to wear, right?
Yeah, with the Pebble you can change the band, so you can actually change it out to any band that's comfortable to you, which is, it's pretty comfortable out of the box.
Yeah.
The Samsung watch does have a camera built into it, so that keeps you from changing the band out, and it was a little bit rigid. That was one of my only complaints with that watch, but otherwise it has some good functionality.
Okay, but you have to admit,
large too.
Yeah, the face of the Samsung is a little larger than the Pebble.
But you have to admit, they've got the clever advertising campaign, right? I mean, I watched the commercial and I almost wanted to run out and buy it. I mean, have more people been coming in saying, oh, I've seen that in the commercial? I mean, if we're watching it right now, anything that's got, you know, Spock and Captain Kirk in it, right? It's got to be a cool toy.
Yeah, now that one does limit you to a couple Samsung phones.
Okay.
So unlike the Pebble where it just pairs with Bluetooth, you do have to have an actual Samsung phone that is compatible with that device.
Okay.
And this one will go with Android and iPhone. And I paired it up with my iPhone. It literally took 2 minutes.
Wow.
Out of the box, 2 minutes, it was already receiving texts from my phone.
Fantastic. And that's got some Apple technology on it too, right? You were pointing out earlier how you can just use the magnetic thing to charge it.
Yeah, the charger is actually magnetic.
Just like on the Apple laptop.
Just like on the Apple laptops, you can just attach it to the side and plug it into any USB charger.
Fantastic. So guys, what do you think? You've tried some of them out, you've seen them. What do you think? Which is your pick for favorite watch? And then I'll ask you kind of about the future too. But first, what was your pick for favorite, Stephen?
Well, since I am an iPhone user, I'd have to go the Pebble.
Okay.
My work phone is a Samsung, which is how I was able to use the Samsung smartwatch. But for personal use, I would probably pick the Pebble.
Okay, and Lewis, have you tried the Samsung?
I haven't tried the Samsung, but from what he's described, it's not something that I would necessarily want. What I would like is I would like to see Pebble evolve and get a camera of its own and a color screen and maybe
be more Dick Tracy.
Up the technology a little bit. But at $150, it's only for the most hardy geeks right now. It's geek chic.
There you go. And we're going to have to see if the new watches, as they come out, the Google, the Apple, if we continue to see more geek chic out there. Guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to be right back with more Prime News at 7, so stay with us.